Just before this audio begins, the script was written by u/timely purchase 4504 on Reddit. Go support them any way you can, and let's get into the audio. The rooftops always look easier from far away. Flat lines, clean jumps, simple distance. But when you're bleeding through body armor and your left leg won't listen anymore, every step feels like a mile. Okay, one more rooftop. Just one. You've done worse than this, Todd. Remember Ma Gun's place? Yeah. Compared to that hellhole, a couple of broken ribs is practically a vacation. Word on the street the past few weeks, kids were disappearing. Runaways, orphans. Nobody important enough for the city to notice. But I noticed. Because I've heard that pattern before. Black Mask was recruiting. Training. Breaking them down until they don't know the difference between loyalty and survival. Same blueprint Ma Gun used. God. I can still smell that place sometimes. Overcooked cabbage, stale cigarettes, industrial grade floor cleaner, and fear. Ma Gun School for Wayward Boys. Cute name. You know what we actually learned there? How to steal. How to picklock. How to fight dirty. And how to survive. Kids don't belong in that place like that. Kids don't belong in wars grown men start. Black Mask thinks he can rebuild the system. New soldiers. New street army. Yeah. Not on my watch. Kids are safe now. Got them out. Burned the operation down on my way out. But Roman's guys didn't exactly send a thank you card. Gunshot grazed my side. Couple knife wounds. Pretty sure 2 broken ribs. Maybe 3. Hard to count when breathing feels like swallowing glass. Almost there. Just one more jump. Whoa, easy. Oh, don't fall now. That would be embarrassing. I can see the tabloids now. Redhood. Defeated by gravity. God. Grayson would never let me hear the end of it. He'd resurrect me again just to gloat. There it is. Her building. Damn. Lights are off. Well, hopefully she's home. Or I might actually die on the fire escape this time. Windows unlocked. Of course it is. You really need to work on that. Or maybe you leave it open for a reason. Yeah, let's not gonna examine that closely. Okay. Alright. Quiet entry. Nice. And oh, hey, hi, what the hell? Ow. I'm down. Jesus. Who taught you how to fight with a frickin' frying pan? Well, maybe don't leave your window unlocked if you don't want it to be used as a point of entry, you know. Okay, that one might have been deserved. Yeah. Oh, it's me. Relax. Or, actually, don't relax. Because I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding on your floor right now. Which brings me to the reason why I'm here. I need your very specific set of skills. Preferably before I bleed out all over your carpet. Hey, if you think I look bad, you should see the other guy. Oh, whoa, hey, easy, nurse. You're gonna at least have to buy me dinner first before we start ripping my clothes off. Hey, I'm joking. Put the scary nurse face away. I was just kidding. Oh, hey, easy. That hurts. I'm not being dramatic. That is a completely reasonable reaction to have antiseptic poured into an open stab wound. No, I'm not a baby. That's a lot of broken bones and deep cuts. You try getting stabbed 3 times to see how dignified you sound. Hey, careful with your... Okay. Yeah, that's one. That's definitely broken. Maybe 2. Hell, maybe the entire rib cage is... It's just a suggestion at this point. You're being very quiet. That's usually not a good sign. That quiet nurse face is worse than the yelling one. What? You're mad? Why? Because I showed up bleeding again? Because I didn't call first? Hey, quick heads up. I'm about to get into a knife fight with a crime lord. Okay, yeah, when you say it like that, it sounds irresponsible. Hey, look at me. I'm okay. Seriously. If I was in any real danger, I wouldn't have made it across 6 rooftops just to get here. No, I'm not careless. Or reckless. I know it looks like that way sometimes, but... Like I just burst in guns blazing, letting bolts fly without any care in the world. But that's not me. This stuff matters. People matter. And nobody gets to terrorize this city and walk away smiling. Not while I'm still breathing. Black Mass was taking kids, training them, breaking them down the same way my gun did. Have I mentioned her before? Yeah, well, she ran this school for boys like me, runaways, street kids, kids nobody would come looking for. She taught us how to be criminals. They made us steal, made us fight, turned us into tools, weapons. I was there before Batman, before I was Robin, before any of this. So when I heard Black Mass was doing the same thing, I didn't have a choice. Those kids needed someone to stop it. Yeah, Batman would have shut it down, eventually. But he would have waited, collected evidence, built a case, followed procedure. I don't wait when kids are involved. Not when I know how hard that shit sticks with you. That's where we differ. V wants to save Gotham. He believes if he holds the line long enough, the city will heal. Me, on the other hand, I'll watch the whole place burn if that's what it takes to protect the people I care about. Yeah, I know that sounds extreme. You and Batman share that same look sometimes. The belief that there is always another way. You believe everyone can be saved. Even the monsters. But tell me something. Hypothetically, let's say a man comes into the ER, gunshot wound, bleeding on the table. You recognize him from the news. He's a killer. Not rumor, not accusations. You know for a fact he hurts people, killed people, families destroyed, lives ruined. And the system will patch him up and put him back on the street. Do you save him? Knowing what he's done, knowing he'll probably do it again. Or do you let him die? Call it fate, call it justice, because you know the world will be better, a safer place without him in it. That's the line, isn't it? That's the line nobody else will cross. Not Batman, not Nightwing, not Robin. No one except me. Everyone thinks I'm the problem because I'm willing to let monsters stay dead. But when I was younger, when Joker got his hands on me, when he beat me within an inch of my life and left me to die, I thought Batman would end him. Not because of revenge, because of justice, because of the people he's hurt, the friends he crippled, the entire graveyards he filled. But he didn't. He locked him up again. Same revolving door. The same cycle. And every time Joker escapes, more people die. More families broken. More names in the cemetery. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me Batman isn't a little responsible for that. That's the difference between us. He refuses to cross the line. I refuse to pretend that the line saves people. People like him. They believe Gotham can be fixed. That if we're patient enough, good enough, strong enough, things would change. I see the city for what it is. A war zone. And wars don't end with polite conversations. So the question is, when you look at me, what do you see? A protector? Or the same thing Batman fears I've become? Because if the answer is the second one, then eventually you're going to walk away too. And honestly, that might be the smart choice. Yeah, I know. Heavy conversation for a guy currently being stitched back up together on your couch right now. But it's the truth. And the truth is, people don't usually stay once they see this side of me. Which is why I usually keep my distance. Hard to lose someone if you never let them get close. Hey. Careful with the stitches. I still need those organs. Yeah, I'm done talking. Doctor's orders. I'll shut up. For 5 minutes. But if I pass out, you're legally obligated to keep me alive. I'm pretty sure that's in the nurse handbook somewhere, right next to don't let emotionally unstable vigilantes bleed to death on your couch. Oh, okay, oh, jeez, I know. Oh, hold still. That's easier said than done when every nerd on your torso is feeling like a complaint. You're doing that thing again. That focused nurse face. It's impressive, honestly. If someone walked in, they'd think you were working on a routine ER case instead of patching up some guy in a motorcycle helmet who just bled on your carpet. No, don't apologize about the frying pan. Honestly, that one's on me. Breaking into a woman's apartment through the window at midnight? Not exactly my smartest tactical decision. Still, though, did you have to grab the cast iron? I'm pretty sure you put a dent in my helmet. No, yeah, laugh it up. I'm glad my pain brings you joy. Hey, easy. That one actually hurts. Like a lot. Okay, I'll breathe. In. Okay. You know, breathing exercises are a lot harder when your ribs feel like shattered glass. You're still mad at me. I can tell. You're being gentle with the stitches, but the bandage wraps have a little extra attitude in it. Look, I know what you're thinking. Jay, maybe stop getting stabbed. And trust me, that's on my to-do list. Right after stopping organized crime and fixing Gotham's entire moral infrastructure. But tonight, it had to happen. I know this looks bad, but it was worth it. Those kids are safe. That's the important part. I got them out before the building went up. Police will probably chalk it up to gang warfare, which technically isn't wrong, but you know what's the weirdest part about it? They looked at me like I was some superhero. These kids covered in bruises, scared out of their minds. And they see this guy in a red helmet kicking down doors, and suddenly they think everything's okay. Funny thing is, I used to look at someone like that. In the same way, back before I realized the world doesn't stay simple. Wait, hold on. Ow. Okay, that one's definitely gonna leave a scar. You're doing good work, though. I'll give you that. 10 out of 10 for emergency vigilante healthcare. I would absolutely bleed out on your couch again. Okay, wow. That look means I should probably stop joking, huh? Hey, I'm serious, though. About something. I meant what I said earlier. About you. Reminding me of B. That stubborn belief that people can be saved. That there's always a better way. I admit that even if it drives me insane sometimes. Because the truth is, I wish I could believe it in the way you do. Really. I do. But every time I start to think about maybe Batman is right, some monster crawls out of the dark and proves me wrong over and over again. And then I'm back where I started, standing in the rubble, trying to decide how many lines I'm willing to cross to stop the next disaster. And yeah, that makes people uncomfortable. Including you. I can see it on your face. You're wondering if one day I'll cross a line you can't forgive. And if you want me to be honest, that thought keeps me up at night too. Because if that day comes, I'm pretty sure I lose you. And that's not something I'm looking forward to. Alright. There. Bandage looks solid. You've efficiently prevented me from dying. Again. Congratulations. You saved Gotham's most controversial helmet enthusiast. Hey. Thanks. Really. For patching me up. And for listening to my rant. I know it's a lot. Not exactly great conversation material, but... Hi, nice to meet you. Let's unpack my vigilante moral crisis and unresolved childhood trauma. You handled it pretty well. Hell, better than what most people can do. Most people either panic or start giving speeches about justice and redemption. You, on the other hand, you just listen and fix the bleeding, which is a pretty effective therapy model. Me. Go to therapy. Only problem is, there isn't exactly a lot of self-help books for my particular situation. Chapter 1. So, you were brutally murdered by a clown and later resurrected through questionable otherworldly circumstances. Chapter 2. Now you have unresolved rage and a sudden fear of crowbars. Yeah. Pretty niche demographic. Maybe there's a support group somewhere. Hi, my name's Jason, and I struggle with post-resurrection stress disorder. No? Too dark? Okay, fair enough. But seriously though, thanks for saving me again. And for not giving up on me when I started spiraling into one of these philosophical crime-fighting debates. I know I push people away. It's kind of my default setting. Easier that way. If nobody gets close, nobody gets hurt. At least, that's the theory. You keep ruining that system though, just so you know. Not complaining. Just observing. Well, I'm gonna just lay here for a minute before trying to stand. Pretty sure gravity and I are currently not on speaking terms. You can lay here too, if you want. You know, like an emotional support person. Yeah, I know. You're only staying to make sure I don't pass out. Very professional of you. But, for what it's worth, I'm glad it's you. Now, stop looking at me like that. You're making this whole emotional guarded anti-hero thing difficult to maintain. And if word got out that Redhood had his feelings, my reputation is finished. Hi everyone, and thank you for listening to today's audio, and thank you to my channel members, Reality, Sin, Astrid Lemzer, Riverwood, Wolfrider26, Amiza Michaela, Kenneth29, Mel Star, Tori Hills, Angie, The Poetry Cooker in parentheses Katie, AJN, Ardent Melody Audios, Red Raccoon, Reed, Anonymous, Grace Roberts, Thunder, Marlies, Stardust76, Ruby Blue 0910, Andy Estrada, Mina, Vic, Rutager Kynick, Aaron Johnson, Headphones for Life, Serena 3120, Hi Woo 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 Woo, Megan J Music, Vivian Moon 483, Pip, Julie Arberg, Hannah, Layla, Suga, Emmy Lou Who 1990, Amanda Gabriella, Nikita Maria de Cruz, Psychona, Annalisa Winterborn, Nevis, Foxy Cat, BBQ the 880, Minji _P, Nokia, Epicurean Bard, and Melancholy Witch. And I will see you guys in the next one. It is 3 a.m. right now. This audio is 28 minutes long. A lot longer than I thought this would take. Yeah. I also just got done with my paper. EP. But I gotta freaking finish this first. EP. I'll see you guys later. Bye.